welcome to my video. Today I'm going to share the exact workout split that I'm following to get the hourglass physique. But before I show it, let's clarify why is it important. Contrary to common beliefs, you cannot shrink your waist by doing hundreds of ab exercises. Your waistline is determined by your fat percentage and genetics, so exercising your abs won't magically slim your waist. To make your midsection smaller, you need to reduce overall body fat percentage. But even then, you will meet a limit, because everybody's fat distribution and bone structure is different. So, how do we get the hourglass physique? Here is the answer: the hourglass split. The idea is to grow your muscles in the lower body, glutes, hips, thighs, and the upper body, shoulders and back, without significantly increasing your waist. Visually, that contrast will make your waist appear smaller, and that will give you the desired hourglass shape. I train 6 days a week, though not all days are must-do for hourglass focus. Some workouts will help you develop your chest, arms, or quads. I included those to reduce the imbalances and maintain overall strength. I'll explain benefits of training those muscle groups as we go further in the video. I've built my workout schedule based on my personal availability, and you're free to schedule those days however your week allows. Just aim to live at least 48 hours before training the same muscle group, because recovery is as important as the workout itself. But before I walk you through each day, let's cover some foundational concepts. If you feel like you're already familiar with those, feel free to skip to the part 2. Here is my method. Choose a weight that feels manageable and complete a set with that till the failure. I'll explain what it means later. Count the number of reps you do before the failure, and then use this chart to decide if you have to decrease, increase, or keep the same weight. I like this formula because it will also help you to progress with weights. The moment you see that you've hit 12 reps with the old weight, it's time to progress. That's the basics of progressive overload. There is a difference between technical failure and absolute failure, and you should always aim for the first one. The reason behind that is that you want to make sure that you're still targeting the correct muscles and your form is not too bad, to avoid injuries. I typically rest 3 minutes between sets. Research shows that for strength and power training, 3 to 5 minute rest intervals helps you maintain better performance across sets. And another extremely important thing is that before working out, you have to warm up. In my workouts, I usually split it into 2 parts. The first one is mobility exercises. They help you to prepare your joints for the workout. And then before starting my first exercise, I make sure to do 2 sets with light weights just to increase the blood flow to my muscle. By doing that, I will increase pump, that will give me better muscle connection, reduce injuries, and boost my performance. And now it's time to go to the second part where I will explain each day separately. We are going to start with legs A. This day is all about glute growth. I do it twice per week. The first exercise after the warm-up is Bulgarian split squats. Pay attention to your foot positioning. Too close and your quads will dominate. You want to feel this in your glutes more than in your quads. If you do it without the Smith machine, it's going to be a lot harder because you will have to stabilize yourself. But it's an option if you don't have too much equipment in your gym. The next exercise is a hip thrust, a foundational glute builder. I don't push to my absolute max, I stay a bit lighter so quads don't take over. And make sure the support behind you is at the level of your shoulder blades. There are 2 versions of the RDLs, the glute and hams focused, but I personally prefer the first variation. For this one, you should bend your knees. Make sure to keep your back straight and shoulders retracted at the whole time, regardless of the version you're doing. This is one of my favorites. Since it's unilateral, so you're working on one leg at a time, it helps reduce asymmetries between left and right. It specifically targets the upper glute region to build that shelf. This day is focused on back width and shoulders, key for that hourglass flare top. Lead with your elbows, pull down toward chest and focus on using your back rather than arms. Don't let your biceps dominate. Experiment with grips and attachment to find the one that works the best for you. Superset means that there is no rest between them. They hit different muscles so the performance doesn't decrease, but you save time. Single arm pull down helps isolate side differences and improves activation on the weaker side. Rear delt flies targets the rear deltoids. Start very light because traps often try to take over. Make sure to not overstretch the muscle. Stop at those places as I do in the video to prevent injuries and other muscles taking over. Here I start with 2 warm-up sets and then do the main ones. Keep your shoulders back, core engaged with a slight arch in lower back. After 2 warm-up sets here, I do 3 working sets. This is my favorite exercise, which is essential for widening shoulders. Make sure to not swing and go down slowly. Since the section a bit shorter, I like to finish with cardio. It can be walking, inclined treadmill, cycling or stairmaster. Many skip push days, but I recommend including just 1 session for each week for balance, posture and full physique development. The first 3 exercises focus on different parts of the chest. This one is for the upper chest. Set bench at 45 degrees. Keep wrists slightly rotated, shoulders back, diaphragm chest. Initially you may feel this exercise in shoulders or triceps, but be patient and focus on the upper chest. This one is for the middle chest. Similar technique but with bench flat. Arch slightly, control your wrists and stretch the muscle slowly. And the last one is for the lower chest. Put your arms high and back to stretch and then bring the elbows inward at the bottom. Make sure to control the motion. That's almost the same exercise as I did in the upper body day, but this time it's without the machine, but with dumbbells. There is no big difference, there was just no machines in this gym. Set the bench to somewhere less than 90 but more than 60 degrees. Press upright and focus shoulder activation over chest. Similar movement as in the first 2 exercises. This also is just a different setup for training lateral delts. Feel free to use any exercise that you like. This requires no machines, just cable. Lean your body slightly towards the cable and then raise your hand laterally to parallel. Control the path and avoid using momentum. The last exercise is for triceps. Make sure to keep your elbows fixed by your sides. Only your forearm moves. Focus on full extension and contraction. The next workout is the second option for the leg day. On that day, I'm working all major leg muscles, glutes, quads and hams. Here I use Smith machine for stability. Make sure to pay attention to the depth of your squat. The bigger depth means the bigger stretch, and the bigger stretch means better results. And also make sure to keep your back straight throughout all phases of the movement. Then goes the hip thrust, which I already covered in the previous leg day, so I'm not going to focus on it now. My personal favorite, this isolates the quads. Here just make sure to bring your legs fully up and control the motion. Unlike the previous exercise, this one is the most hated by me, but I was avoiding training hams for way too long, so now I have to train them. Squeeze at the peak, stretch fully at the bottom and go to near failure. You can also adjust the position of your feet to focus more on inner or outer hamstrings. And then I also add a bit of abs to some workouts. I do leg raises with straight legs until I can no longer. Then I switch to bend knee raises, also till failure. Core strength is really important since it's used for stability in compound lifts, like squats. And the last workout of the week focuses on back and biceps. Most of the exercises should already be familiar to you. They were part of the upper body day, just like this one, the lat pull down. But the next one is new. It is meant to enhance the muscle definition in your back. Unfortunately, the video I recorded got corrupted, so I had to use the older one. While the technique shown is still solid, you can improve your results by keeping your chest up instead of arching your back when letting the weights go down. It helps increase the muscle stretch during this movement, which is one of the most important aspects of this exercise. Then I'm doing the superset you're already familiar with. And I finish the workout with a cable curl. Make sure to keep your upper arm behind your body and move only your forearm. That was the video, guys. At the end, I would like to leave you one important reminder, is that no matter how advanced you are, you should always prioritize the forms over weights. Poor form during performing an exercise can not only slow down your progress, but also cause very serious injuries. So make sure to always pay attention to that. Drop in the comments your current workout split, and don't forget to like the video and follow my channel. Bye!